What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we're back with the Peterbilt. Now, this time it's nighttime. In the last video that I did, the first look video where we went over some of the customizations and stuff, it was daytime. I didn't get to show you what this thing looks like at night with all of its lights. I actually took another 45 minutes to an hour inside the custom shop right before I did this video to throw on even more lights. As you can see, there is some kind of a glare. It's kind of foggy right now in here, so that's why you're seeing it a little bit like that. But that is a lot of running lights I've got on there. Take a look at the back. I threw some more running lights on the back here. I'm going to show you some little stuff that I've done in addition. There's so many options to this truck. You can see the Peterbilt itself up top is actually lit up. And we're also going to take this for a nighttime drive in a little bit here, so stick around with me on that. There we go. We just put the truck on. Just love that sound. Again, like I said, it's really wonderfully done. I have the link. As you can see, I added some blinkers here so you can see my turn up top and on the side in the back here, and then the right-hand turn. I have a link in the description for this mod. You will actually find on that page my first video. I left a comment. You see I put some major backup lights on so I can really see when I'm backing this bad boy up. You can see them right there in the center. You went ahead and put long range backup lights on. I left a comment on that and how much I really enjoyed this one, and I left my video, and one of the mods over there, the moderators, decided to take my video and post it up. So I'm grateful for my video being posted onto this page as a first look series. And this nighttime one, I just really got to show this off to you, how awesome this is. So much work put into it, and there's a few other mods that I'm going to take a look at. We're going to try some different trucks. We have some other things. Just look at that. I really don't know. And I put some more lights up front here, as you can see, some more hella lights on the front. There's still so many more options I could do with this truck, but for now it is set up the way it is. So now that you've seen it, let's go ahead and just take a look from the top here. You can see, look at them backup lights. Woo! Can't miss those bad boys, huh? All right, so we're gonna cut out of this, and we'll take a nighttime drive, and you can take a look and see what it is like. So we'll be right back. All right, here we go. So we're gonna pull in over here to the street builders with this bad boy, and we're gonna pick up a load, and we'll go for a little spin with this thing at nighttime, just so you can see what it's like. About 10 minutes or so. Shouldn't be anything too big and long, but we can chit chat a little bit. Alright, let's hit the enter key. Let's go ahead and pull up this digger run from Liège to Luxembourg. And it's just a quick one, 113 kilometers, nothing too big or special. Just so we can take this bad boy for a night drive, and you can just see what it's like here at night. I love this thing. It's got great power, as we saw that in the first video. The inside is fantastic. Sounds are great. You've got my pet fly. My tennis ball that keeps moving around, as you can see it on the screen there. Or is that an apple? That's an apple. Derp. That is an apple. I kept calling it a tennis ball, but it's an apple. Oh, sure. Put the trailer in. Okay. We'll get this trailer hooked up, no problem. Put it in an odd place. No biggie. But here we go. We're going to try this bad boy tonight. As you can see, I took the tassels off. I went ahead and I put a bug protector up front on this truck there. I've added more lights and whatnot, as we saw a minute ago. This particular one, I ran this prior to doing all those lights and setup, so I don't have the backup lights on here, but rest assured that it is there, and I am enjoying it that way. But I wanted to get this here, so we'll grab this crane, take it for a run, and you'll see what it's like at night in this bad boy. Monstrous truck. Feels like, I mean, that sound right there will just scare the crap out of anybody. The sound of a freaking train coming. Road train, if you will. But yeah, I mean, you you could easily spend a good hour or two inside the customization shop of this, just with all the options you can put on here. And I'm glad it makes you feel like you can make your own out of it. Not saying that many of the other mods out there are not great, and maybe they don't have as much customization, but you know, it's just, you feel great when you be able to fully customize something like this. So take this along, get my little fly. He likes to stay with me. He doesn't want to die, even though most flies, you know, die within like a day. But he's sticking it out for me. He's taking some super fly drugs. Yeah, I've got a few other ones I'm going to try out, and we'll go through them here. Definitely a few other trucks I want to try out and go through them with you. And hopefully you enjoy it. Alright, no car coming. There's one car going that way, no cars coming this way. I look over here, nothing. Alright, let's take this thing for a spin. You have those mirrors up front that obviously at night you're not going to see anything out of them, but during the day they work wonderfully as well. I like that every little detail was, you know, paid attention to in this. Go over the tracks here. Real comforting to drive. It's got a good turning radius, I think, on it. Oops. Let me turn my high beams off. Whoops. It's got a nice turning radius, I think, for the size of the truck it is. It does turn pretty well. It does feel very balanced. So when you really get going on this, with this truck, I didn't mention it last time, but when you really get going with this, it does feel very balanced. It's easier to take in the turns, in and out of turns, than some of the other trucks that are out there. Which tend to be obviously more front-end heavy just because of the way they're set up. But this one is very nicely balanced because it's such a big truck with the heavy weight of the engine, with the heavy weight of the sleeper cab in the back. Just overall, very nice. Very nice. So we're coming up on some other guys here. This does work. This is tested here. I'm working in version 1.10. .xx we'll call it, but I think I'm on version 1.10.18 is what we're at right now. The latest one that's available on Steam as of this video, right after the USA Paint DLC that came out. That's another thing. A lot of the mods may, when you're looking on the pages, may say specific versions that they work in. That doesn't mean they don't work in other versions. That just usually means those are the versions it was tested in. And generally, if it was working in, let's say, a 1.9, it'll most likely work in 10. If it's like 1.8, it generally seems to be working in 10 as well. And anything is possible, anything could change. You know, it could not work in version 11 when they come out with it. And so it'll be just a matter of disabling everything and testing them out one at a time just to make sure when they do come out with the next update that way. Again, if you are going to mod, as I said, please do make sure you back up your profile before you start installing mods. That way you can easily go back to a prior profile if you need to, if there's a major problem with the mod itself. Fairly simple to do. The Euro Truck Simulator 2 folder is located in your Documents folder on your computer. And you'll see a Profiles folder, and you'll see the Mods folder, Profiles folder. Just right click and zip it to back it up. Set a date on it generally, or maybe make a comment of the date and whether you have mods installed on it, something so that you remember. And then of course you've got your mod folder where you dump all the new mods into. And again, once you load up, you actually edit your profile, and there's a section that allows you to enable the mods that you want to enable. You don't have to have them all enabled if you don't want to. You can have select ones enabled. You can disable them all, but it's a nice little setup in there. But yeah, this thing does drive nice and smooth. Like I said, overly, it's very balanced, or it feels very balanced. Nice turn radius, pretty comfortable. Oops, there I go with my high beams again. And I got some drivers pulling in a little bit of money here, not too big about. We've got about 15. No, I shouldn't say 15. I'm now up to 19 drivers for me. 19 drivers for me. Everybody has their own nicely done up trucks, and they're all starting to level up. They're all pulling in, so we'll get our shops, garages up to par soon enough. With the exception of one garage right now, I've actually got one garage which is just housing my own personal trucks. It's not making any money. It's just an easy way for me to quickly shift through these modded trucks that I have and enjoy them, instead of, you know, getting the, well, this guy's out on the road, if you switch, this, that, and everything else. And I found last time that I did that, I switched with a guy on the road, it took him like 3 weeks before he went back out on the road again. He just stayed resting in his truck. So I prefer to have my own garage. Yeah, sure, one's not going to make any money, but it's 5 slots there. I'm good with that. Alright, coming up on the big turn here. So far, so good. Lots of different things I want to try out. I'm going to post up a few different truck mods first before we start making changes to, say, trailers and stuff. I'm not sure if I'll do map mods yet. We'll see how that goes. Trailers and different things like that, I'll probably do that as well. But I want to look at a few different trucks that I definitely like here, or have been suggested to me, and some other stuff. You just feel like you're in, and there's those mirrors that I was talking about. You see them, very good reflection. You can see everything in it. It's working. It's like it should be with those mirrors. Now we're pulling into the sands builder. This should be fairly easy. There's a couple ways you can pull your truck in on this and back it up fairly easy. You can actually go all the way to the back there and pull straight on it, and you can practically make the full turn in. Don't really suggest it with this one because I've got a pretty large load on this one, and of course my truck is pretty friggin' big that probably would clip the back end of that other trailer. So what we're going to do is just going to loop it around, pull it all the way up here so we can see it in our mirrors. Take the easy way to do it, like so. And we'll look out back, and we'll back this bad boy in, and that'll be it for this run. So I appreciate you guys hanging around, sticking around. If you ever have any comments or anything, concerns. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. If you like the video, please hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel for this and all the other content on the channel. There will be much more to come. I'm very much enjoying this now, especially with the whole modding. And until that point, until the next video, stay tuned. We will catch you at that time. Keep on trucking.